ready? You've been carrying weight for a long time, and it's not always in your hands, but on your back, so you don't really notice it all the time. But it's there, and it's heavy. This weight is filled with anger just because someone else wronged you. Maybe more than one person. It's the betrayal you didn't deserve. The words you never asked to hear, the moment that changed you without your permission. And I'm not saying you don't have the right to feel anger or disappointment, but what I am saying is it's in the past, it's over. And yet, you're still carrying pain because of weight you no longer need to hold. See, anger, it's the poison you give yourself for other people's mistakes. So today, I'll help you free yourself of that anger and learn to truly forgive, not for them, but for you, and why forgiveness might be the lightest feeling you'll ever know. Let's think of the manta ray. Glides through the ocean, wide wings catching sunlight. But over time, little bits of debris catch on the manta ray. Maybe a stray net, a fishing line, some pieces of plastic. It keeps swimming, but each piece adds weight. Maybe you've been moving through life like that. You're still showing up. You're still doing what needs to be done. But every hurt you've kept inside is another piece dragged far behind you like a fishing line. A friend who turned their back on you when you needed them most. A family member who chose pride over love. A stranger who wounded you in a way that they'll never even think about again. You don't always feel it every day, but there's quiet moments, and you feel it. And deep down, you know this no longer serves you. You know, the manta ray, it keeps gliding, but with every loop of fishing line, its movements grow heavier. Not enough to stop it completely, but enough to make the journey much harder than it needs to be. Not forgiving doesn't just live in your mind, it lives in your body. It shows up in the tension in your jaw, the shallow breath maybe you don't really notice. It's the way you flinch when you were reminded of certain memories. And here's the paradox. You think holding on keeps you safe. You think it protects you from being hurt again, but it doesn't. It just ties you to the very thing you want to escape. Does that make sense? The manta ray doesn't stop swimming to fight the debris. It carries it without realizing how much energy it's wasting, how much freedom it's losing. Sometimes the shift towards forgiveness starts small. It's not a lightning bolt moment. It's quiet awareness saying, I'm tired of this weight. You might not be ready to fully forgive right now, and that's okay, because forgiveness is a process. It's not necessarily a single decision. It doesn't mean you condone what happened. It doesn't mean you invite that person openly back to your life, but it does mean you stop letting their actions define the state of your heart. The manta ray hasn't let go yet, but it notices all of the weight. It's heavy. It's aware of what's clinging to it. That awareness is the beginning of release. It starts to become aware of what's been dragging it down. Why am I carrying all this unnecessary garbage? The manta ray starts to shake off some of this weight and instantly feels a little better. That's what forgiveness can feel like, not all at once, but in pieces. A little more space to breathe. All of a sudden, his back doesn't hurt anymore. Listen to this, ready? Forgiveness transforms harm into insight, because there's always a lesson hidden inside the pain. And when you let go of the weight, you can finally see it. You realize the wound has been a teacher all along. You come out of the deep with tools that you didn't have before, like wisdom, empathy, the ability to see clearly where you once only saw pain. Forgiveness isn't a gift you give someone else, it's a gift you give yourself. The manta ray isn't holding on to this garbage just to not litter. I mean, the manta ray is happy to take out some garbage and clean out the ocean a little, but it's doing it for itself. It's doing it to move freely again, to glide and swim without resistance, to be free. When you forgive, you stop carrying someone else's mistakes in your body. You release the heaviness that never belonged to you in the first place. And you realize real freedom, it's not about them, it's about you. And then the manta ray is free. Its wings move without strain. It turns and glides with ease, reclaiming the full range of its movement. That's what forgiveness feels like. You've been swimming with weights you didn't even realize, but now they're gone, like your soul can finally take a breath. You carry the memory, but it's lighter now. It no longer defines you. It no longer decides the shape of your future. So, to sum it up, forgiveness is not for the person who hurt you, it's for you. It's the decision to stop living as if the past is still happening. Forgive for yourself, to free yourself. And only once you're able to truly forgive other people, that's when you're ready to begin forgiving yourself.